Hi, thank you, and welcome to It Takes a Village. I am Dr. Carrie from Lifetime Health and Wellness, and
Dr. Michelle.
we have Jennifer with us today. So, Jennifer, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yes, thank you ladies for having me. So my name is Jennifer Gawlik. I am a clinical therapist and also one of the co-founders of the Centered Life. We are a group women-owned private practice here in Naperville. We also do have a location in Oak Park. So we really are a practice that's focused on women and families and helping you just identify the barriers that are getting in the way of living a more enriched, centered life. So we kind of try to really help you through support and empowerment and just achieving that emotional balance. Um, so we kind of also just like help you focus more so just identifying, what are those skills that you maybe need to enhance, breaking down old habits. Maybe there are some unhealthy relationships in your life that are getting in the way. So we truly believe that counseling goes beyond just treating the symptoms. And so that's why we're very happy to partner with you guys, because we do believe it takes a village. So.
Awesome. How many other people are in your practice, Jennifer?
So besides myself, there are three other main co-founders. So would you like me to go through everybody
Or just kind of like what you guys specialize in or what each person
Sure.
kind of sees?
Yeah, so we do have some other therapists too that just recently joined our team. So we do have a couple therapists that work with couples and helping you kind of speak the same language. That's really important, right? Communication is key in relationships. We have therapists that work with grief and loss, life transitions, new moms, and just kind of helping you, or new moms and returning moms of your second, third, fourth babies, just helping you kind of really get through some of those maybe postpartum anxiety or postpartum depression. We also have therapists that work with just some of the health issues that you may be having. So we have a therapist that specifically focuses on the health psychology aspect, career changes, anxiety, depression, things of that nature. So yeah.
That's great. It's pretty well-rounded. I'm glad that you talked about moms because, that's a whole thing in and of itself. What's the youngest that you'll see people?
We have a therapist that works with as young as 5, so 5, 6 years old is kind of like the youngest that we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where are you guys located?
We're located in 424 Fort Hill Drive, so we're just right off of Jefferson and Route 59. So we're kind of in a little bit of a hidden nook, but our clients really like it just for some privacy and kind of being able to get away from, maybe downtown Naperville. So we're not too far from downtown Naperville, about a mile and a half. So.
Mm-hmm. Great. And what are some top tips that you would want moms in particular, but just, women in general, not warning signs, but what are some things that they should look out for, that they should maybe consider, having someone in their back corner like yourselves,
Sure,
to ease that transition?
I would say one of the things, a couple of things really, but when you're feeling tired and you're consistently feeling fatigued and tired, that's a sign, right? Like you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you're constantly feeling overwhelmed, you feel like you're not feeling like yourself, you're having a hard time just maybe doing some of the simple tasks that you felt like you could just easily get done. I definitely think it's our health and our mind and body is definitely connected. So paying attention to your body and what your body needs is also a sign of what your mind needs. So you need to rest, you need to relax, you need to reconnect with yourself. And so with that being said, one of the things I always like to say, and this is a learning curve too, but reaching out for help. And that not just with a therapist, not just with chiropractors or doctors, wellness, but with family and friends, asking if maybe they can help you out in some way. And I think that's really important for new moms too, and just moms in general. And one thing I definitely will say is that as therapists, we do recognize the courage, strength, and vulnerability that it takes to come to therapy. It's not easy, and we truly recognize that. And so we welcome you to even just reach out, whether that's via Facebook, via email, via a phone call. We will sit and chat with you. We're more than willing and happy to help. Just even answer questions, not even scheduling an appointment, but just answering questions.
Yeah, I think that's huge because a lot of, you hear a lot of people nowadays, like women are just trying to do everything, right? Like trying to be that superhero, and they need to recognize like you need to take time for yourself and focus on what's going on with you. Otherwise, that's going to affect the whole family unit.
100%. And we can't do everything, and that's hard. That's a tough pill to swallow because we want to be able to do everything, but at the same time, we're the ones that we're getting put at the end of the list. And pretty soon our self-care goes out the window, and then we don't feel good about ourselves, which affects our self-esteem. So we really have to prioritize ourselves. And it may sound selfish, but it's not. It's about helping you to be able to help others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to just add to that, just for anyone who's watching, is, obviously what you and us, what we do is very different, but it is supporting the person as a whole. And the one thing that we always tell our practice members is when we get into a rut, or our health is suffering, or things aren't the way you want it to be, your body's an accumulation of various forms of stress. That it's not just mental, emotional stress, although that's the hardest pattern to break.
Yes.
And it can imprint, on our functioning and our well-being so much more than chemical stress and physical stress on the body.
Yeah.
So we happily love partnering up with people like you, because that piece has to get well, in order for healing to really take place.
Yeah. And, I think hand in hand, just with chiropractic work too, like there are things that you need relief from. If you're not feeling good, it's hard to function. It's hard to like go about your day. It's hard to do anything really. So that mind-body connection is so important. And that's why I tell my clients, pay attention to how you're feeling, pay attention to what you're thinking, pay attention to your body, like it's telling you something.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we covered all the bases. I think it's great. Again, for all the moms out there, just know that you're not alone, you're not on an island, but you do need to reach out and know that you're worth it, and know that you have a village in this community that is eager to see you do great things. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for being on with us today, Jennifer.
Thank you, ladies. It was nice seeing you guys again.